Welcome back. I'm Matt Uris. We're taking a look now at Dallas mayor's race with our CBS 11 News political reporter, Jack Fink. What do you see there, Jack?
Well, obviously, these are two of the gentlemen that we've been watching all night. They, from the get-go, have had the highest votes. Of course, the evening is still young. We've got 200 more precincts. But right now, we can tell you that State Representative Democrat Eric Johnson of Dallas, 21%. Councilmember Scott Griggs at about 18%. So those are our top two so far. And I think what's going to be interesting now, Matt, to watch, if these two are to become the top two finishers and they are in the runoff, I think now then we're going to start seeing, all right, well, what about the other candidates in this race? What are these other seven going to do? Who are they going to endorse? Who is Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlings, who's term limited and can't run, and who has stayed out of the race? Who is he going to endorse? The police associations, they have a lot of clout down at City Hall. Who are they going to endorse? They have all sat out because this is a very big race. Already we know that the Fire Association in Dallas has come out in favor of Scott Griggs. But I also think what's interesting about this is, and this is a test for Scott Griggs, he's been at City Hall. He has a base of support in Oak Cliff. He's got a coalition of council members who are behind him. Can he build on that? And plus, for Eric Johnson, he was endorsed by a number of civic and business leaders. Can he build on that? And so that's why I think it's going to be very interesting to watch. One
of the beautiful things now that we get to this next stage of the election, the runoff, we're going to be able to see some differences. As of now, fairly similar, both of these candidates, on the issues. Have you seen much difference up to this point?
Well, here's the thing. I think where they really differentiate is on style. Scott Griggs has made a very big point of saying he's going to be a new kind of mayor. He really wants to promote the city of Dallas. We talked a little bit about this before, as opposed to the region, Dallas-Fort Worth. So I think that's something to watch. But if you look at the main issues in the race, public safety, public safety, public safety, affordable housing is also a very big issue, in the homeless. And so I think one of the big challenges, you see Eric Johnson there, one of the big challenges, especially it looks like in Austin they're going to pass reforms for property taxes, and cities are going to have to go to the voters if they want to raise more money. And so this is going to be a challenge.
How do you budget for that? Well, these things all cost money, the plans they have.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, if they're going to add police officers and give them more money to entice them to come to the city, and the city already spends two-thirds of its budget on public safety.
And it was just raised $12,000 for starting salaries, 3% across the board.
But they want to go higher. And so where is that money going to come from? And we've asked the candidates this question, and it's all about figuring out what the priorities are.
One last note on both of the frontrunners now, both Dallas Knights. They've been here. This is home. Want to move now to a council race that we're paying attention to. Place 13, highly anticipated race. You had Jennifer Staubach Gates, Laura Miller looking to get back into city politics. You can see Gates there with a commanding lead at 66% of the vote, nearly 3,000 more votes with 43% reporting. Can you take the viewers kind of behind the scenes of what led up to this and the highly anticipated vote?
Well, this was the marquee race, aside from the mayor's race, and that's because of former Mayor Laura Miller. And I think when she got into the race, this was really the last day. There had been rumors that she was going to run, and we were down at City Hall when she came in at 3 o'clock, just before the deadline, really about 2 hours before the deadline. And so you know, she decided that she had to do this, she said, because of the concerns over development in the Preston Center area, where there's a lot of commerce, a lot of stores, and high-rise condos. And so she was concerned about the development there. She said she tried to recruit other candidates, but no one came forward, and so she felt obligated to do that. But I think one thing to remember here is that Jennifer Staubach Gates is very popular. Obviously, you're looking at the numbers. And she's very highly regarded around City Hall. And for a while, there were a lot of people thinking that she was going to run for mayor, and she decided not to.
And she got checks from the mayor, Mike Rawlings, and his wife as well, obviously well connected within the city. Any other seats you're paying attention to right now at the council level?
There are 3 other council districts that we are watching closely. In the 14th district, council member Philip Kingston, you can see the numbers there. He's being challenged by David Blewett, who has 46% right now, Kingston at 41%. So it looks like they could be in a runoff. In the District 7 race, Tiffany Young, who held the seat in 2017 and lost, is now leading with 23%. Adam Bazaldoa at 21%. And the interesting thing is that the current councilman, Kevin Felder, is in 4th place. It looks like he may go on to lose his seat tonight if the trend continues. And then in District 4, you've got Carolyn King Arnold, and she right now has 46%, Dawn Blair at about 22%. And so this is a race we're going to be watching. It looks like this is going to go into a runoff as well. Again, if the trend continues, this is Dwayne Caraway's old seat. He had to leave that seat because he was convicted of bribery. And then a Fort Worth mayor's race we are watching. Betsy Price, the incumbent, going for a record 5th term tonight.
Jack, I can't help but notice Betsy Price there with 56% of the vote, a far cry from the 70% she had in 2017. Deborah Peoples brought out the big guns for this race.
Well, Deborah Peoples is the Tarrant County Democratic Party chair. She's attracted a number of presidential candidates for the Democrats to town. Today we had Julian Castro. Last week we had Bernie Sanders, who endorsed her. So she has really tried to excite Democrats to come out and vote in this nonpartisan race. She says she was trying to build on the 2018 midterm elections when Beto O'Rourke won in the Senate race in Tarrant County. So another race we're watching is the Arlington mayoral race, where it looks like Jeff Williams is on his way to being reelected. 71% precincts reporting. He's got 59%. And former Democratic congressional candidate Ruby Faye Woolridge at 25%. Matt?